Oh, y'all want another video?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants here. We need to get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia, darlings. Now I need y'all to go ahead and gather around, get yourself a cup of tea. Big one for this show. Have something to eat. Oh, a donut, I think I shall. Oh. This ain't that pickle lady video. And let's get started. As I continue to chew this food, horribly. So we pick up right where we left last time with basically Nene and Porsha still going at it. You know, F you, no F you too. It's the who can say it better line back and forth. Crazy situation, crazy scene. Nene is like pissed. And at that time, it's like, okay, we need to go. Shout out to Marlo being the good friend that kept trying to put that hand over her mouth like, sis. Like, let's just get out. Because at this point, y'all are not going to solve this tonight. Nene was wearing her out all the way to the elevator. In the elevator with it closing. The door is closed. She was not happy about that line, and it's clear. But I got to say, you know, Porsha did handle herself in that situation the best she could, I guess. And I do feel kind of bad for her. And I felt even more bad as the episode progressed on the train trolley scene or whatever. I was like, dang, Porsha, I gotta feel bad for her a little bit. But, you know, the girls have a lot of issues. Well, Candy and Nene have their own issues. Kenya's been since day one, had an issue with that girl. Cynthia, it was like hit and miss, and, you know, it is what it is, but... yeah, I feel bad for Porsha. I get it. I get it, Porsha fans. I heard you now. I see your point. But, you know, I'm a fan of Nene's, and I'm a fan. I can be a fan of everybody's. Can I? Can I be? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll be a fan of them all. But at that moment, I just felt bad for her because it was like everybody got up. There was no one at the table for you but Sheree. So Sheree's just there to help lick your wounds. Then when we get to the trolley scene, which we'll get to in a sec, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut this through. Sorry about it. When they're all talking to Kenya about the death of her grandmother, and it's a sad moment, it's like Porsha wanted to jump in and have, you know, hey, I feel for you too, Kenya. I lost my uncle. She wants to have that moment where, you know, people can not feel sorry for her because she had a loved one pass, but to at least be able to say, I had friends who I could share this with and we could all, you know, comfort each other. She can't have that moment on the show because Candy hates you. Nene is pissed. Kenya, well, that's just not going to happen. And there you go. Cynthia, and I'm running all over the place with this, but whatever. Cynthia, you're a friend. You, my dear, have shown your friendship skills all throughout this episode, okay? You did it for Porsha, and that's not even the girl that you needed to do it for. But she said, I feel bad. I want to make sure she's okay. I hate to see anybody like that. Come on, Mama Cynthia, that 50 showing well. And she did the same thing for Kenya when they were at the table, not dragging her necessarily, but they were definitely being messy and petty as fuck over the whole we haven't met her husband bit that's been going on for the whole season for Kenya, which is basically her storyline. She has one, but we haven't seen him, and we're mad at you about it, and that's not fair. And there you go. So, yeah, it's Cynthia's that friend, and I'm kind of digging it. But back to the episodes. They got Nene out. Nene walked into her room. Did y'all catch her checking herself out in the mirror? That was so funny. She did a real quick look before she continued down. She said, ta-ta-ta, and then kept it. But they come back in just to discuss the whole fight and why they're so mad. And it's like receipts are being dropped from both Porsha and Nene as to why they feel the other person should be a little bit more empathetic to them as to why they're not happy with them. And that will solve the friendship. But they both don't want to just say that they're just sorry and that whatever I said was wrong and let's just move on. No, it's, well, I'm mad at you because you did this. And I'm going to tell you all the things for that, but we just can't say we're sorry. It's, no, I'm still angry about that, like every time. So, I mean, I get it from both of them, but it's all petty and crazy. Funny moment, too, when they were coming back into the hotel, when Candy says, and you would make us leave right before the food comes. I know that's right, Candy. Like, can I get a plate? I could have had a dinner and a show. Just saying. So, another wonderful trip planned by Sheree, everybody. It's not her fault. The girls are just angry sometimes. Next day, they decide that they're going to go out to San Francisco and explore the city. Fun. 2 different locations, of course, popular spots out there, which would be Chinatown and Fisherman's Wharf. Coming back to the scene that I was just talking about with Kenya discussing, you know, her grandmother and everyone having that moment on the trolley. It is everybody and then Porsha. So it's almost like the people who are more impartial to the situation, Sheree and Cynthia, will be able to speak and film and do whatever with her while the rest of the girls are gonna go, well, you know, that's too bad, blah, 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 blah. Feel bad for her, but not really. Sorry, not sorry. That type of tea. Now, who caught that whole moment where Cynthia was supposed to be with Sheree and Porsha, but since Cynthia just filmed, spoke to Porsha when she was feeling sad about not being able to share with the ladies and that it's going to take some time to heal and all la. Girl, Cynthia slightly said, no, well, I want to go to Fisherman's Wharf, though. I didn't plan to go to Chinatown. You just kind of told me I was going with you, bitch, and here we go. Now, I'm going to Fisherman's Wharf with my friends, the ones I like the most. Now, also want to give a shout out to Marlo, who went with Sheree and Porsha. Like, what? Why? Marlo, give her a peach. Just give her a peach, please. Like, golly. Let us all just, Marlo's fashions. Take a pause, a round of applause, whatever you need to do. Miss Thing came out with the Roberta Cavalli. Miss Thing came out with the Gucci up and down. I was getting a little bagged over that Gucci. What was that unit? It was like a belt with the top with this skirt that had the Gucci logo all over it. That was so bad. I don't even know how to explain to y'all. Sorry, I had to have a moment for Marlo. I'm just living, okay? Living. Sheree, Marlo, and Porsha are in Chinatown. Porsha in the Tokyo Chinatown comment, I can't. She almost had a pass from me. She almost had a pass until that comment came out. And I said, you gotta love Porsha. She just says some of the dumbest shit, but it's okay. That's Porsha. I feel like that should be the name of her show. That's Porsha. That's Porsha. That's me, you know. It's like Butters. It's Porsha the Butters. A real, oh no, that was, cut. Marlo, Sheree and Porsha decided to plan a mock wedding for Kenya since they weren't at the actual wedding that took place for her, which is a great idea. And I'm glad that both Porsha and Sheree were like, now this could go way left, because they don't have the best history when it comes to planning events for people as such as surprises and it being about something personal. So, glad to say that it did go well. Nene as the minister, you know, Candy singing Here Comes the Bride, and all of that jazz. Porsha had to hold up the cardboard husband. It was cute, and I'm glad they had that cute little moment on the show. And then we get to Porsha apologizing to Candy again. And I go, okay, I'm glad she did again, and I'm hoping this is sincere for the, I don't know how many times on camera. I'm kind of like, does she have to anymore? Is it still necessarily, or we need more specifics? So once the apology's done, Candy kind of bucks her eyes a little bit. And I was like, come on, Candy, don't do that. I think she's trying. Give it a break. You know, give her a break. Sheree continues her remedy for the girls by planning a train ride through Napa Valley into wine country. And somehow Porsha ends up sitting across from Candy and Kenya. And I'm like, now what? Who did that? I thought that was so planned. I said, girl, please. So she went to the bathroom. They just kind of like stuffed themselves on the opposite table. I thought that was a little scheduled for our entertainment right there. But whatever, I was digging it. In that moment with Kenya and Porsha, where Kenya was explaining to Porsha what the issue is and how we're just trying to see it from you, and it's just more of a, you always say that, and then next thing we know, bam! Now, Kenya, now you're guilty of those things too. And a lot of the other girls are as well. Most of you are hypocrites, but that's reality TV. So it was nice to see the conversation happen, but how weird was it to see Kandi get up from the table and go sit with the other girls and then have a conversation about them and the apology and how she was like, whatever about it, as if she can't hear that. So to me, I felt like, oh no, they filmed that separately. She had made her get up. Something like that must have happened. Either Porsha wasn't sitting at the table. She was already on the way to the bathroom and Kandi got up and then had that car. I don't know. But I thought to me, I said that was some bullshit. So editors, yeah. I don't know about that scene. I was like, that couldn't have happened that way. Because Porsha would have heard that. I know the train is loud, but not that loud. I need a sip. So then the ladies show up to this wine tour with this very eccentric guy who was older, who was flirting with all of them, and then he was married, but there was no wedding ring on. I think Nene was like, you're not representing. It was Marlo, Nene, no. No, it was Marlo, Sheree, and, why did I say Sheree's name like that? I said Sheree. What is in this? Marlo, Sheree, and Porsha were brought to the front. Now, Porsha was holding the crown, the thought crown, very well. And kudos to her for popping the bottle the way she did. I have a feeling that wasn't her first time doing that, but if it was, good job. But baby, when Marlo took all those grapes down that throat, not in the mouth, people, I said the throat, because her mouth opened, but they disappeared. So I'm assuming they didn't touch not the top or the bottom of the mouth, but that throat, though. Skills, bitch. She's paid. She is paid. Gots to be. Woo. And Sheree was quick to throw shade at that moment, too. She said, well, now we know how the bills are paid. I said, how your bills paid, Sheree? How my bills paid. Now, I work, bitch. Nice to see Kenya very happy that she felt support from the other girls when she left to go home early. So then we get to this dinner that they're having at the tour that they were on for the wine country place, wherever they were at. Sorry, words are... Nene made a comment that was so funny in reference to, you know, the wine was good, but I'm not gonna, she said the wine was really great, but I am not gonna tweet who I have to blow to get some. And I'm thinking to myself, now girl, that was last episode. How did this play into now and she's not even here? Oh, so funny. God bless Nene. Sheree wants to congratulate Kandi on earning her Essence magazine cover. Clap, 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 all round of applause. And because I want y'all to see the other side too. So much work. And all of a sudden, Kandi goes into Kenya and her husband, you know. Okay. And then here come Marlo with, who do y'all believe she was married? I think that's weird that y'all never met him. Like, have you met him, Cynthia? I know you're his best friend type of tease. Cynthia, I don't feel comfortable having this conversation. She's not here. It is a little strange I haven't met him, blah, 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 blah. But Cynthia's being a friend because her friend is not there to defend herself. So all these girls are now dragging her when she's not here. She just was here moments ago. We could have been having this conversation. But we're now having this whole real, you know, witch hunt with her, you know, friend not there. I am all for Cynthia getting the fuck up and walking away. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And the way she handled Marlo, too, with the, I'm not just getting up and walking away. I'm not going to be a part of this conversation bit. It was, you know, okay, girl, don't run your neck at me. Don't do it. I'm walking away. I'm pulling this together. This mug, all 50 of these years, it's stepping this way. And you're not going to press my buttons. Because that's my Judy and you talking about my sis. I don't like that bullshit. All right, Cynthia. I feel you on that. You can say you weren't trying to be malicious with what your words were or how you were discussing the conversation of Kenya and her husband. But that's a sensitive subject, and you know it is. Storyline after storyline, she's trying to get a man, trying to do all this stuff. Matt last year was wearing him low. No relation to me. First name basis. Like last name, why would I even say that? Because I felt like it. But that's the situation. Like, give her a break. Like, let it be. I mean, at the same time, though, if this is a problem and we don't need her on television because of this, because she won't share that information, Kenya, bow out, take your money, and go. Because you don't need that, and that's so much extra for them to worry so much about you. But to be honest, for those who are typing who didn't wait for me to finish my point, because my points are always long, and I'm aware of it. It's cool. It is weird that we have not seen him. It is weird there has not been a presentation besides a picture of the side of him or the back of his head. It is a little weird that they found out through social media. It is a little weird. It's a little weird. And it's not something I would be too happy about if my best friend did that to me and they got married or they got a whole relationship and I'm like, oh, so we were just having lunch Tuesday. We didn't talk for a month and I find out you got married. Did I kill your cat or something? It goes to that level. So I get it, but give that girl a break. Good for Nene for getting up to go see her friend, Cynthia, as she likes to say. And, you know, explaining, we didn't mean anything by that. And it is a little strange. I feel you, but don't get upset. You know, I'm sorry, but come on back in. Let's just clear this up so we don't leave on that note. And I want to give Marlo another shout out. I love giving shout outs because for some reason I need to say it to say what they said. Marlo was like, you know, I was wrong. Why should I care about that? Why should I worry about that? I was like, what the fuck is going on? They're growing. They're learning. They may be let out into the wild. No, of course, they're grown-ass women. They know what the hell they're doing. But it's just nice to see some sort of resolution happen for some sort of petty bickering occur in one episode, not take an entire season. While there are still things like that happening through this entire season. But they have to give Cynthia a break. She probably is upset that she doesn't know everything she needs to know about her bestie, but damn, I'm still gonna defend my girl. That's why you are a true friend, Cynthia. So tell me what you thought of last night's episode. I mean, are we still teaming with people at this point in time, or is it like, girls, just get a grip? Fuck. What did you think of the whole entire mock wedding? Were you for it? Did you think it was disrespectful? How did you feel about the conversation between Kandi and Porsha? What do you think about the train ride, the wine trip? How about the whole trip to San Francisco, the messiness of it all? Nene saying Sheree's husband was in Alcatraz. Is that him over there? I said, oh, you're not slick, sis. And Kandi, too, had a lot of slugs last night. Lots of confessional shade. But I was here for it. Thanks for tuning in. You remember where the like button is and the subscribe button. Remember, catch me Wednesday morning for Dragula. We have the top 4. We need to, I know it's going to be good. We need to definitely get into that, as well as some other shows that we're going to be getting into later. So please stay tuned. And for all my new subscribers, hey, thanks for subscribing. This is the channel where it's going to be at, where we're going to talk about our favorite shows, favorite movies, favorite whatever. I will be doing trips, going to restaurants, and I'm going to just go in, because that's what I do. Talk about it to infinity and beyond. Until you're tired of hearing me speak. Have a good day, everybody.